Hey, Krista here. So I just wanted to record this quick training about TikTok ads. This is going to be a pretty short video, but I wanted to go over a couple of things about this relatively new opportunity. As you can see, I chose a blue ocean photo. You can see what I did there. Blue ocean, as I'm sure you know, is sort of a business term for an opportunity that's not already crowded. But what is the other side of that coin when there's a blue ocean opportunity and there's not a lot of competition? That also means that the methods and like the ad platform itself in this case is not proven in every single niche. There's not a million methods out there that you can use that are proven to work. So you're kind of being a pioneer, and there's a reward for that, and there's also a risk for that. So I just wanted to cover what we're going to cover in this is why Facebook is scared right now and TikTok is a viable competitor to their ad platform, which they're really the only one. There are other great ad platforms, but as far as something that could potentially be a replacement for Facebook for many coaches and course creators, TikTok is a really new and unique threat to them. I'm going to show you my TikTok ad campaigns inside my account a little bit, show you the kind of results that I've been seeing, and I want to take you through a really quick walkthrough of setting up a campaign. There's a couple little tips and tricks that are going to just save you from wasting money that I wanted to give to you. And then lastly, I'll show you a few of my client results. So, if you've been advertising on Facebook for any amount of time, or you know someone who has, you may be familiar with this terrible little graphic. Your ad account has been disabled, and the other graphics like it, such as your business manager is disabled, or even you are permanently banned from advertising. I have known a lot of people who've had problems with this. I've experienced, ad accounts getting disabled myself as well. And it's super frustrating because there's such a lack of transparency between exactly what causes this and how to stop it from happening. So basically, what happens is they have their algorithm set to recognize certain patterns of behavior. It's not just about are your ads compliant or not, it's about how are you acting. So did you let somebody sign into your Facebook account to do something and they think it looks like you've been hacked or you're renting out your account? There's a whole black market for Facebook accounts to advertise from. So they basically take a guilty until proven innocent approach, and they shut down, especially around Q4, they shut down everybody, you do the appeal, and then most of the time you get it back. But it's a human that's doing that appeal, and sometimes they can decide not to give it back to you. So it's not good to have a single point of failure in your business. If Facebook is working for you, keep doing it. I love running Facebook ads, but it makes me uncomfortable to have something that my entire business relies on, or my entire client's business relies on. So I have been really looking for other alternatives. If your business relies on traffic for sales, you need to have multiple sources of traffic. And until now, there really hasn't been a viable substitute for Facebook when it comes to course creators, coaching programs, information products. YouTube is a great option for some coaches. I have a client who switched completely. Her ad account got shut down, and even after she got it back, we didn't care because her ads were doing so good on YouTube. But that's because she had a working converting webinar, and she's really good on camera. Because YouTube is an interruption platform. Somebody clicks on a video they want to watch, and your ad interrupts them. So you need to be really good at grabbing their attention and convincing them to do something else other than what they just intended to do. So organic YouTube traffic is great for long-term traffic. Like I said, the ads work really well, especially for webinars, because people are there to watch videos. But, organic takes time. You need to develop skills in recording videos and communicating on video, which maybe you can tell is not my expertise. And like I said, it's an interruption platform, not a discovery platform. Facebook is a discovery platform. You open up Facebook, not usually 90% of the time, not to do a specific thing, but to entertain yourself, distract yourself, see what's going on. So in that state, you're open to suggestion. You're scrolling, you see something interesting, you read it, you click on it, you comment, you scroll again. And if you see an ad that catches your eye, it's a lot easier to get somebody to say, hey, come down this rabbit hole with me over here. So that's why Facebook, YouTube has been a great option for some, but it doesn't work for everyone. And that's why Facebook is scared right now, because TikTok is taking a lot of their market share, both in terms of time spent on the platform, what people are doing with their scrolling time on their phone, and in terms of ad dollars. They know that if user behavior changes, then ad dollars will follow. TikTok has been growing. At first, it was just young people. What are these kids doing? Dancing on TikTok. This is crazy, and it's never going to go anywhere. But it has been expanding because they attracted a lot of really fun and talented content creators, and people are sharing the videos. There are trends that are now starting on TikTok, not on Instagram or Facebook. So people are going to see what it's all about. It is the first ad platform, in my personal experience, that has enough information about a user's behavior, what they like, what they interact with, what they share with their friends and comment on, to effectively target ads in the coaching and course creation niche. So they have also enough inventory as far as just hours spent on the platform to be competitive with what they charge you for the ads. So like I said, this is another discovery platform, which is great. And if you notice, if you've used TikTok on your phone, every video takes up the entire screen. So when you run an ad there, your ad is shown on the user's whole screen, which is literally for 100% of their attention, at least for a couple seconds, until they either decide to watch or swipe up. It's also easy and super attainable to make ads that look native to the platform. So on YouTube, you need to become good at producing a video. If you notice, really good YouTube ads, people have a good camera, they have good audio, they are producing the video, they have pop-ups and stuff going on. Yeah, you can do a simpler one and have it work, but it doesn't look native to YouTube. That's not generally what people are going to YouTube for. But on TikTok, the videos are made with a phone. Almost everybody who's posting on TikTok is making a video with their phone, either setting it up and talking or doing a dance or whatever it is they're doing. So when you make an ad, you can do the same thing. You can just record yourself talking, presenting your offer, and you have an ad. So you don't need to become a video producer or super charismatic on camera, which is a great thing for me. You also don't even need to have a TikTok profile to advertise. This is a huge, huge, huge difference between Facebook and TikTok. On Facebook, they are obsessive, in my opinion, rightfully or wrongfully, about you being tied to your profile. You can't run ads if you're not logged in as a person, and they want to know that you are yourself. Not only is it a real person, but that you are you. How many times, so many of us are being required to submit our IDs. Anytime that there is behavior that they think is suspicious, you need to prove that it's really you. So there's not a really good way. Like, you need to have a profile, you need to have a page, you need to have an Instagram account, and you need to connect all these assets together in order to advertise successfully on Facebook. On TikTok, you can just create an advertising account. And if you want to connect it to a TikTok profile, you can, but you don't have to. You can literally just choose your profile picture and your username, and that's it. So you can, in the same ad account, have a different name, have different profile pictures for the different things that you're advertising. Like maybe you have, multiple businesses that you run. You can do that for all of them. I don't know how long this is going to last. It seems like way too easy, but we'll see. For now, that is the case, and we'll see if it lasts that way or if they're just trying to attract advertisers and ad dollars, and then maybe they'll take away some of that freedom in the future. We'll see. So the disadvantages of TikTok, there's always going to be, pros and cons. You do need to make video ads. Facebook, you can just get a nice image. You can there's ads that are being run successfully right now that are literally a black box with writing on it, with white text on it saying, here's the offer. And that can work on Facebook. You do need to record a video of yourself or someone talking or something. You can't get around that. The international advertising is really limited on TikTok. So, for example, I created my ad account in the United States, and I have access to the United States, Canada, not the UK, and definitely not Europe or the UK or Australia. I don't have access to those countries. There's like a handful of other random countries like Qatar or I don't know, just random places that for some reason, if you're in the US, you're allowed to advertise too. And if you create an ad account in Europe, for example, or in Australia, you're going to have access to a different set of countries. Obviously, the country that you're in, you have access to. So if you're in Australia and you want to sell coaching to Australians, that's great. But you don't have access to the US market right now. Again, I think that's something that's going to change. I'm not sure exactly why this is, what kind of legal agreements are in the background, but it is the case right now. So if you're in Europe and it's essential that you advertise in the US, then right now TikTok is not the platform for you. And their targeting it's a work in progress. There is more being added every day, but you go and search in their targeting, and some things have a lot of great options, and some things are limited because they're still gathering data about all of the users and the ads that are being run. So I'm going to now walk you through how to set up a TikTok ad campaign and show you in my ad account. Okay, so here's some of the campaigns that I've run. This first one right here, this challenge blueprint, this was the first campaign that I ran, and I took it from a successful lead magnet campaign I had on Facebook. I just said, you know what, let's throw this up on TikTok and see if there's something worth pursuing over here. And I started getting leads under $5, which is exactly the CPM, the CPA that I'm looking for when it comes to coaching and course products. So that went really well. And I decided to create an offer based on TikTok ads because that would be even more congruent. So that went really well as well. What else did I advertise here? This was just to get some followers. You can optimize for followers in TikTok as well and just grow your following that way. They're not quality followers, but it does boost your number, just to let you know. I briefly advertised a workshop that I was floating the idea for, and it was working, getting $3 leads, which would have been a viable workshop to run. And then this is like the spirituality niche. I was testing out some affiliate stuff there and ended up helping a client with getting phone calls booked in the spirituality niche. So that was, ended up being a good test for that reason. And this was another angle that I was trying here. So as you can see, the cost per click is great. The CPMs are really nice, a little bit higher in some cases, but still really good. And in some cases, I was able to get a really good click-through rate. If you get your click-through rate up over 1%, that's super useful for the delivery of your ads. And ultimately, the first, the most important thing to look at is the cost per action, the cost in this case for leads. And in general, it was, going really well, 787 leads at under $2. I was pretty happy with that. The conversion rate was great. So, I mean, people are on there, they are open to distraction, they are looking for things that they're interested in. And if you can put something that interests them in front of them, it works. Everybody, the main question that I'm getting from people is, okay, great, TikTok is what everybody's talking about right now. It seems like a good opportunity, but is it quality traffic? Is it going to convert? It's one thing to be super cheap and it's one thing to get cheap leads, but is that going to convert into a client for me, or am I going to build a junk list? That's obviously a really worthwhile question to ask. And so far in my experience, it's been good. But let me just show you a couple things to make sure that you don't get junk traffic and waste your money. So you go into campaign, you click on, to create a campaign like I just did, and you go in and choose conversions in this case for the type of campaign that I run and the type of campaign that I teach people. Put in your name here. I have been using campaign budget optimization. Technically, you should only use this if you're going to have multiple ad sets. It's just been working well for me, even though I've been running the campaigns with a single ad set. But take that for what it's worth. This is how I've been doing it. So you put in a minimum of $50. If you want to spend less than that, then I'll show you how in the ad group settings. What you do is leave this off. And when you go into the ad group, the minimum is actually $20. So I like to start with $50 a day, just a nice healthy budget to get that. This way, within 24 hours, I know if a campaign needs to be turned off or if it's going to work pretty much, if it's getting me leads or not. Then you hit continue and go into the ad group. If you have naming conventions that you use, go ahead and use them. And you choose promotion type website. TikTok pixel, you go ahead and choose your pixel. And then the optimization event. So I gotta choose my pixel. So view content is good. Usually what I'm looking for is submit form. This is like the equivalent of a lead on Facebook. So I put this conversion on the second page of my funnel and I go for submit form. This is the most important thing to make sure that you don't waste your money. And one of the main reasons that I'm recording this video. So on Facebook and on YouTube and on Google, Facebook has the audience network, and on YouTube there's the video partners or something, video display partners. And on Facebook, you can choose to take the audience network away, take it off and not deliver there. YouTube, they're rolling back the ability for you to do that. But both of them really heavily push you to use automatic placements. And that's because these ad platforms want to sell their inventory. They have inventory to sell. They have people who are giving them a spot to place ads, and they want to make those people happy. They want to put ads there. So they want you to use automatic placements. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. The only issue is that's not the quality traffic that we're going for. So on Facebook and on YouTube, it's a mature ad platform, and they have so much data that they can now pretty efficiently not waste your ad spend on the audience network. They can put it there when it's going to be useful, or just just spend a little bit there. So a lot of the times I use automatic placements now. I never used to, because before, if you included the audience network on Facebook, you would just waste your ad dollars. You would get super low, super cheap traffic and no results. Nowadays, it's been getting better, and I find that automatic placements works really well. And that's, like I said, it's going to be the same trajectory for TikTok. A couple of years from now, when they have been running for years and they have just a crap ton of data, then it's going to probably become even more efficient and what's the word I'm looking for? And making you money to use automatic placements. But right now, it's a new ad platform and you don't want to do it. So click on select placement and only select TikTok. If you don't do that, like I said, you're going to get dirt cheap CPMs. You're going to get lots of clicks and you're going to wonder why you're getting no leads. In my experience, that's what happened. I don't do this. Targeting. So here you have this include and exclude. You can do custom audiences and lookalike audiences. However, the type of custom audience that you can do is actually not the same as just an email list on Facebook, for example. So if you have access to what's called, so like if you have lots of website traffic, this could be really good for you. If you have a lot of engagement on your TikTok profile, this is great. You can use these audiences in your ads. If you're looking to upload a customer file, you need to have these IDFA, GAID, which are basically like advertising IDs for a person. And if you don't have those, then just a name and email or name, email, and phone number is not going to work. So that's just a little tip there about the audiences. Then your location, like I said here, if you're in the US, here's what we've got. We've got Canada, Egypt, Korea, Turkey, and maybe I would be interested in Canada, but not a ton of people in these other countries are going to be buying my stuff. So I stick to the US for now. Gender, age, languages, and then interests. So this is the targeting that I've been using. And I don't know how they come up with these suggestions, to be honest with you. I have not been using a ton of their suggestions, but you can go in here and say, like, for example, I have a client that I'm running real estate coaching ads for, and there's some really good targets in there for that. You can just type in your niche and you've got real estate investing, real estate agency, real estate developers. You've got some good targets there. So just start typing that in, and then you do get a few suggestions there after you get that in. So let's say real estate investing. Then up here, it gives you an estimate between narrow, balanced, and broad. I like to kind of shoot for balanced, so I'll add some more interests in here until it gets to balanced. If not, they recommend switching on the targeting expansion, and a lot of times I'll do that. This is why a lot of times I'm running with one ad group and not with multiple, because if I'm putting on targeting expansion and letting them deliver to whoever they want anyway, then unless I'm, I think the best way to use multiple ad sets would be to have one ad set where you're putting in interests like that, and then do a separate one where you put in hashtag interactions. Okay, so in here you can say like, who is interacting with, hashtags like this. Okay. Search for hashtag. All right, well, yeah, okay. Sometimes I have to click back into it and then here we go. Make money online 2022. These are all hashtags that you can choose from. So what I would do is separate by the type of interest and then use that campaign budget optimization to allocate the budget there. Targeting expansion, like I said, you can do that in case you're not reaching the balanced. And if it says broad or fairly broad, I'm really not too worried about that. Your budget. So this is where if you don't have campaign budget turned on, you can put the minimum of $20 per ad group. This is fine. We can have it start immediately, and that's fine. Okay, so next you go and create your ad. And this is where, for the method that I teach, we do not use what they call Spark ads. So if you have a video on your TikTok profile that you want to use as an ad, then you turn this on, and it's you have to connect it to your profile here, and you can use a video that you've already published. I don't do that because of the way that I do call to actions. It doesn't really make sense for me to do that, so I keep this turned off. You can see different things that I've test it here. Okay, so there I have my identity, and go to I go upload videos right here. And I would choose a video there, upload it, and put in some very simple text. The text is really not prominently featured, so I would just go like, get the blueprint, or something really simple, one line. And I like to use, let's see, I don't use that. I usually do a standard call to action and choose depending on what you're offering. So download, watch now, that's a good one. Order now if you're doing sales for something. And I usually choose the one that's most relevant to my ad. Put in the URL of your landing page. You don't need a disclaimer unless you're in an industry that needs it. I mean, maybe if you're in like the financial industry, you should do that. And then you need to check this box saying that basically you own the rights to this ad. And that's that. If you need, some tracking URLs and stuff like that, you hit submit and you are launched. So some of the results that we've been seeing with this, I showed you my campaigns and the lead costs that I was getting. But, I got a group of my students together, some of my existing students and some people that I knew would benefit from this. But one of the main question I got was people saying, has anything converted? Have you sold anything? Is this real? Or are these people just, is it just cheap leads that's not going to make any money? And, what I told these people was, this is brand new. I just started this. I literally started these ads at the end of January, beginning of February. So January. So I'll let you know. I have students who are running ads, and if we start making sales and making money, then I'll share that with you. And thankfully, it's been going really, really good. This student here, they were already running ads on TikTok, and they were like, yeah, we're getting like a $50 per call cost, which is honestly great. In a lot of industries, paying $50 for a booked call is awesome. We were able to get that down to like $12 a call. And they also launched the same campaign on Facebook. There's this campaign. One of the things that I taught them to do was how to launch it there too, in case they wanted that. So they were making money there too. And also from TikTok here again. This is just from this week. This was yesterday. This is a couple days ago. And this one I got today from my client. So this client just made a $23,000 sale, and they've made 11 sales this month so far. And it's, it's the 28th today. So we got a couple days left. She said she's going to give me an update at the end of the month for the final number, which will be fun to see. And this right here is a client who has a brand new offer. Usually I suggest that, for you to have a proven offer to run ads, but he wanted to try it. So he's got three phone calls booked, and this is the same person. These two messages right here. I just followed up with him about a couple things, and he said that so the first call that day did not show up, which is something that happens with phone calls. You got to track how many people show up, but 2 of them did. He said they're perfect, and now they're going to work with him. So for a new unproven offer, this person is getting clients from TikTok. He's not running these ads on Facebook at all yet. So just to recap, Facebook ads work great. I'm not saying that you should abandon them, but it's not good to have a single point of failure in your business. And there's some people that aren't on Facebook because they don't want to be, they don't like it, and they need an alternative source of traffic. TikTok is the kind of ad platform that's ideal for our kinds of businesses, and especially for somebody like me who can handle recording a 15-second ad, but is not about to produce a YouTube quality ad. And it's cheaper than YouTube too, because it's not as mature of an ad platform. So the CPMs are much cheaper. So I only suggest using TikTok for conversion campaigns right now. There's other stuff that you can do on there, but what I've been having success with is conversion campaigns, and try to get that balanced targeting. and don't run on their ad network. The magic, though, I mean, just to be honest with you, is in your offer, not the targeting that you choose. As long as you are pointing any ad platform in the right direction, if you have an offer, a message for people that they want, that solves a problem for them, that it's not everybody talks about what's the result you're offering, and that's true. But what's even more powerful sometimes is what annoying crap are you getting off of people's daily routines. So if you can offer me a solution and at the same time tell me that I can get there without having to do these other things that I've already tried that I know don't work, that's what's going to determine whether or not your ad campaign fails or succeeds, whether it's on Facebook or TikTok or YouTube or whatever it is. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I just really wanted to show people some of the results we've been getting, explain why this is such a good opportunity right now as far as just the type of ad platform that we're looking at, and honestly just show you how to select TikTok and not the not the audience networks that TikTok has, so that you don't waste your ad spend. So go ahead and do that. If you're a coach or if you have information products, I really recommend that you give TikTok a try. So good luck with your advertising, and go make some money. I don't know.